This is the Hooligan. This is new for 2012. This is a great board for guys that are, 100 pounds to 160, 170 pounds. It's just a really fun type of contest board. It's great in small waves, waist to chest high, a couple feet overhead. Keep in mind when I say a couple feet overhead, usually these are for smaller guys. So about head high for me, about 5'11", so you can bring it up to about 6 feet in wave size. The volumes push forward on this board, so there's a lot of paddling power, a little bit wider up in the nose to get you into the waves that are a little bit smaller. It has a single concave under your front foot, and it runs back into a double concave, and that's going to allow really water to move through and accelerate out of your bottom turns. And lay down some of those big arcing S-turns and big maneuvers. Also, it's very, very fast. It's that low entry rocker. It's got a little bit more tail rocker for lift and speed, and then it actually has a little bit of a V out on this tail, and it seems to work extremely well. It's got a rounded squash. It's not very squared up. It's pretty straight through the tail area here, and that's going to really allow for a lot of drive out of this board. So this board is very, very fast. I really like this rounded squash on this tail. I've seen a lot of them lately that are really squared up, but the curve actually doesn't really start till back here, and this long line right here is really going to give you drive. On this board, the rails are pretty just standard. A little bit fuller right up here. It's going to feel a little bit thicker than what the board says, and this board right here is 2 1/4, but it actually feels just a little bit fuller, and that's just going to help for those small days. A little bit more float, a little bit more paddling power. They're not chippy at all. This is a little bit fuller, and it's just pretty much right on this area right here. I don't really roll it too much. I kind of keep it up and then roll it over. This is a great board for contest kids, or if you're a Grom or just somebody in that weight range. There's some other boards that are pretty similar if you're a bigger guy, and we'll get into those a little bit later. But this is the Hooligan. A lot of you guys have been requesting this board, and I've worked with a lot of surfers in developing this board, and very, very happy with it. I'm 5'11", about 165 to 170, and I ride these boards about 5'10". I'll go up to like 18 3/4 and 2 1/4, maybe a little bit bigger, 2 5/16, but I can stay with 2 1/4 and just make it a little bit fuller for my float. Again, this is the Hooligan for 2012.